Okay, so honestly, I have no idea what this video is gonna be called. Is the lighting even good? It's kind of trash, but I don't care. I just came to this lookout like point by the water just so I could stare at the water while I talk. Because whenever I stare at the water and talk, like a lot comes out. Not that I need a lot to come out, but I don't know, I feel very like centered when I come to the water. I'm already getting like weirdo spiritual. But no, anyways, hi, welcome. I've never really sat down and filmed a video like this before of me just talking, but I really want to because I know people that watch my content and stuff, they ask me, girls especially, they ask me for advice a lot on my Instagram. They ask me for advice on my mindset and how I'm very confident in being myself and being single. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. And I just want to maybe like to explain my story a bit of, my last relationship, with like not talking about him, but just talking about my experience of like being single and like how I was as a person before getting into that relationship and then leaving that relationship, and how I like got over the breakup and how I became who I am today. That's what I want to talk about. See, I didn't even know that's what I wanted to talk about, and then I just start recording and I just look at the ocean and then it just all comes out. That's what I'm going to talk about. But yeah, just got my second matcha of the day. I drink matcha now. I started drinking matcha about, I don't know, like 5 days ago. And that's just my new way of life. Because one, nobody told me matcha had caffeine. I thought matcha was some like, just like boba tea drink, like sugary boba random shit. I didn't know it was caffeinated, just a little bit less than coffee. And it has all these benefits for you and doesn't make you crash out and get anxious and all the other stuff like coffee does to you. So I was like, why the fuck have I not been drinking that this whole time? But yeah, so now I'm on the matchas. Fuck the coffee. I'm done with the coffee. But yeah, obviously I feel like maybe I've had a bit too much matcha. But nah. Okay, what am I talking about? Okay, so starting from when I was single last time. I think I was 21 years old. Maybe. I actually not really good with the times or the ages. But I feel like I was 21 when I got into that relationship. And before that relationship, I remember thinking to myself, I remember thinking to myself how I was really ready for a relationship. So I thought I was really ready for a relationship. I've had a couple boyfriends before then that was really not good, quite toxic, quite, okay, sorry about that. My camera just got full. I had to delete heaps of footage, but now it's good. Okay, so where was I up to? Oh yeah, so the reason I'm only going to talk about my last relationship, I'm not going to talk about the relationship, okay? I'm just talking about myself, like how I was before and after. And the reason I'm not going to talk about any of the other relationships was because I feel like I was just young, like, it was all like, my first relationship was from the age of 16 to 18, and I lived with him, and yeah, I didn't even know myself. I was not ready to live with him or be in a relationship at that time. Yeah, it's just I only lived with him because my mum moved away, so I had to live with him. And then, yeah, the other relationships were like, I don't even know, they were shorter and not as serious, and yeah. So my last relationship, it was my first adult relationship, and I was 21. I started the relationship 21 thinking, it's my first time in my life, I was thinking I'm an adult, I'm a young woman now, I'm ready for a relationship, That's what I thought in my brain. So yeah, let me just get back into my 21-year-old mindset. Maybe halfway through being 21 years old or something around there, like I was definitely into my 21-year-oldness, if you will. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, I feel like I'm grown up. I feel like I'm a young lady. I feel like I'm very mature. I think I started reading books, like little books then, and I just thought like, yeah, I'm very like, I know what's up. Like, I'm 21, I know what's up. I've figured life out. I've been praying to God, and like, I just know I'm just ready for a relationship. So yeah, I did. So yeah, then I remember, I vividly remember this. I remember us, did I ask? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. I'm just gonna say, because I don't really like to come on the internet and talk about my relationship with God, because it's just, I just know what kind of judgment comes with that when I personally say it myself. And not that I'm scared of judgment, I'm obviously used to it, but just with this certain topic, I just like to rather not talk about it, because I rather avoid the judgment, you know, if I can. And it's not something I need to talk about to anyone or explain to anyone, you know. But I will tell you in this video that I did ask God. I was like asking God for a boyfriend. But let's just say, because I don't want anyone to talk about that, let's just say I asked the universe. So I remember the universe. I remember being in my room one night just asking the universe, being like, I'm ready for a boyfriend. Like, I think like I'm good, like life's good, I've got myself sorted, I'm making money, like I want a boyfriend, I'm ready for a boyfriend, please give me a boyfriend. I remember saying it's funny to me now that I actually like asked for a boyfriend, but I vividly remember asking for a boyfriend and saying, and just like believing in all depths of my soul, believing that that's where I'm at right now, and that's what I need, like that's all I need in life, and I'm good, and then like life's conquered, you know, I've won. So yeah, I asked the universe, and I genuinely remember what am I saying, I just remember putting that out there. And then I think I forgot about it. And I think that's how things happen, is when you don't keep like waiting, oh, when's it gonna come? I think one night I just put it out there, like, I want a boyfriend, I'm ready, give it to me. And then I just started going about my life and kind of forgot I even said that. You know, I'd just be going through different phases in my mind. So I did that. It's definitely the undiagnosed ADHD. But yeah, I did that, forgot about it. And lo and behold, not long later, this guy comes into my life and is like, I thought he was dating somebody else at the time, and I'd known him since we were younger, and I was just going to go hang out with them. And I thought the girl I was hanging out with him, they were dating. So I just rocked up to hang out with them. I was like, oh yeah, let's go hang out with them. And then he starts being like, oh no, I'm here for you. And me and you were going to go on a date on Thursday. And then he sent me a screenshot while we were all chilling around the table, and it was like a booking reservation. And he's like, yeah, I'm taking you on a date. Like, he's just basically like implying like he was going to he wanted to start dating me, and I'm going to be his girlfriend, you know. And not long after, yeah, a couple months into it, then probably happened. But yeah, I didn't think about it back then. Like, I didn't think, oh, what happened? Like, what I thought come true. Like, I gotta, you know, it worked what I said. Like, I actually forgot. I forgot until like it was all said and done. And then I was talking to my friend about it. I was talking to my friend about it the other day, and then I said, oh, I actually remember. I remember now. Actually, I was asking God for a boyfriend, and it came really fast. But yeah. So anyways, what was I saying? I'm like, I need to catch my breath. I'm like, am I like huffing and puffing into the mic? I talk fast. I talk fast and I don't breathe. I forget to breathe. Breathe, okay. So yeah, what happened? So got into a relationship. Yeah, I'm not really going to talk about the relationship because that's not what I'm here to talk about. But obviously, yeah, all said and done, like, I'm grateful nonetheless for that relationship, and I look back and think of the positives, like the good stuff that I came out of that, and all the good memories. Like, I'm thankful for that, and I always like have love for him. But yeah, I obviously fell out of love with him. We dated for about probably we dated solid for about a year. So I think, yeah, it was around when I turned 23. We were off and on a bit around that time when I was turning 23. And now I'm almost 25. So yeah, it'll be around 2 years now that I've been single. But yeah, so we dated for a year. It was rocky. We dated solid for a year, and then after that it was a bit rocky for a while, whatever, and then it was done when it was done. And then, yeah, I was really... So how did I feel when we first broke up? When we first broke up, it was very, very traumatic, I can't lie, the whole experience. I feel sick even thinking about it, actually. But, yeah. What am I going to say? So, okay, so how did I feel? So, I felt the first stages of breakup. Obviously, the first stages of my first breakup, it was like my first adult heartache. I've been through all the teenage heartaches, which the first teenage heartbreak is honestly actually the worst. Your first heartbreak is probably the worst. I remember when I broke up with my first boyfriend, just crying all day, all night for months and months and months. Like, I could not shake that one. That was really tough for me. But as you get older, you kind of build more tougher skin for it, you know. So the first few months was hard. I was trying to act like I was not too bad. Like, my friends wanted me to come out and have fun with them, you know, when I was like in the depths of my breakup. So I was going out trying to drink and stuff, and then some nights, like, we'd all be out, like, say I remember all of us girls were at an Airbnb one time for someone's birthday, and then I went in the room, we were all drinking, and then like it just hit, like a wave of it hit me a bit, and I was like, oh no, I don't really feel good. So I go in the room, and I'm just like, and they were going to go out again and party more, and I was just like, oh, I don't know if I can come, like, I'm just not feeling that well. And then everyone came in the room, like 10 people all came in the room, and then my friend's like, come on, you gotta come out with us. And I just like snapped. I was probably a little bit drunk, and I just snapped. I was like, I'm fucking like 2 weeks broken up, so like I'm fucking hurting, like I'm heartbroken still, like, you know, I can't come out with you, like I just want to sit in bed and cry. Like, how am I supposed to go out and smile and dance and talk to people? Like, it's overstimulating right now, like I can't. And then they were all kind of shocked by that, I remember, because, like, no, I don't really show my emotions in that way. Like, I don't really show my feelings in that way. I kind of get awkward about my feelings. I'm always there to talk about other people's feelings and give people advice and help people through stuff. Like, I love doing that, but I think when it comes to my feelings, I'm really bad at opening up about it. I just kind of pretend like I'm fine when I'm not. So yeah, my friends, and I remember one day I went on a boat as well with one of my other friends, and like I was just miserable. I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any advice for that in those stages of the breakup, because you just got to go through it, I guess. Like, that's why I'm very cautious nowadays before getting involved with anyone, because if you're willing to go out and get involved with someone and get into a relationship, you have to be willing and ready to lose that relationship and go through that heartbreak, you know. So yeah, I guess my only advice for that is just be careful. Just make sure when you're getting with someone that you trust, like that you're hoping, like when you're getting to know someone, that you think it's gonna be forever, you know, because it is really hard to go through the first stages of a breakup. But it's weird talking about it now. It does bring it back, and it makes me feel a bit sick and ill thinking about it, and like how sad I was. I remember, but I'm so like, and it actually makes me a bit sad thinking about it and talking about it and remembering how I felt. But now I'm just like so far past that point. Like, yeah, I'm so far past that point now, and I'm so over that. I can't imagine feeling like that at all now. So yeah, I guess it's just time heals everything. So yeah, first few months, it's rough for everyone. There's no real advice I can give you on that. If you're going through that right now, just do what you need to do. Be by with yourself. Try I would just watch videos like this, or like how to control your emotions, or how to yeah, I like watching healthy lifestyle, like mental health, or what are they called, like videos that teach you how to self-soothe and make yourself feel better when you're going through stuff. So yeah, I would just say do that, read. Yeah, I think honestly it just came with just like, I got over it with time. Time heals a lot, and I just started focusing on myself, and I stopped worrying about getting into, it really put me off actually getting into anything with guys, like emotionally. Obviously I was having my fun. I had my fun, okay? I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. A lot. No. Nah, but I had my fun, and okay, now I'm sidetracked. I'm like, what happened? Where was I? I don't even know what I was talking about. Fuck, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. The past, like the first year after the breakup, I was having fun with guys, but I was not emotionally investing or even trying. No, I wasn't trying, and I didn't want to emotionally involve myself with any man. I didn't, because I was still kind of hurt. I was still hurt, and I just wanted to focus on myself, and realized that I realized, I think a little while after I was going through the breakup, it hit me at one point. Oh no, you know what? It actually hit me not long after the breakup. It hit me that, okay, I don't love myself. I loved that person, but I didn't love myself during the relationship, before the relationship, and after the relationship. The whole time, like, I did not love myself at all. And I thought I understood what self-love means back then, and I thought I loved myself. But now I look back and I'm like, I did not love myself one bit, like, at all. And I just didn't understand the meaning of self-love. Self-love is so much more than just getting your nails done, getting your hair done, going for a massage. What else do people, like, common self-love things? Like making yourself a cheese board, or like wine with the girls or something. I don't know. You know what the stereotypes of self-love is? Like, that's just not what self-love is at all. That's what I thought self-love was. I was like, oh yeah, I love myself, brush my hair, do my skincare, like, yeah, I love myself. Like, no, bitch, that's not love. That's called taking care of yourself hygienically. Oh, but that's not loving yourself. Loving yourself is doing everything you tell yourself you're gonna do. That comes with trust within yourself. You can't trust anyone unless you trust yourself. And if you're telling yourself that you're gonna wake up at this time and go to the gym, for just an easy example, and then you wake up and you snooze your alarm, and you wake up and you snooze your alarm and you don't go to the gym, you've just lied to yourself. And that's worse than lying to anybody else, because if you don't trust yourself, if you can't trust yourself, you cannot trust anyone or anything else. Everything comes from within. You've got to start from within. But let me get to that. Like, that's where I want to get to, but I'm not even up to there yet. But yeah, that's what self-love is. Self-love is also disciplining yourself, doing the things you don't want to do but you know that needs to get done, doing the things you've been putting off. Like, say you got, like, yeah, I'm still learning. I'm honestly not even there yet, but I've figured out the meaning of it. Like, back then I thought I knew the meaning, I just didn't know the meaning. So now I understand the meaning of self-love. It's also what else is self-love? Self-love is doing things for you, which is obvious, but when I was in a relationship, I kind of stopped doing anything for myself and stopped even having a social life with my friends or anything. I get quite obsessive and just revolve my whole life around them. And yeah, I kind of lose myself in relationships. I think that's also another reason I was scared to that I haven't been able to open myself up again to that, because I think I still need to figure myself out more and figure out how to be in a relationship and still love myself and still take care of myself, like, in all the ways I need to, and nourish myself, like, mentally, emotionally, physically, you know? So yeah, that's like a whole another fucking video I could make. Like, I can't really get into that because that's just a lot to get into right now, but let me get back to where I'm going with this. So yeah, get out the relationship, and say a year after the breakup, it hits me, fuck, I was not ready for a relation, like, I don't know when, actually, I don't know when I realized this, but at some point I realized, I look back on that time of my life and realize I asked the universe for a boyfriend because that's what I thought I was ready for. So the universe gives me that, and then I go through the whole thing and come out of that, and then what do I learn? I learned that I don't love myself at all. I don't know how to be in a relationship at all. And I was not ready. Yeah, I was not ready for a relationship at all. And I swore, I asked and I said, I'm ready for a relationship. Let's do it. Like, I'm so onto it. Like, I thought I was so onto it. And then what happens? The universe gives me a relationship, but it all happens as it's meant to, right? So what did I take from that? I had to go through that relationship to then realize I'm not ready for a relationship, and I learned that I don't love myself at all, and I need to figure that shit out, because otherwise what is the point of living? Yeah, I don't even know where to go with this video because it's like so many different ways I can go. But yeah, I think that's when I realized I just need to be by myself, and that's when the moment when it hit me, like, I just need to dig deep in here and figure it out. I feel like I was always trying to go around and be friends with people and make boyfriends, and tried looking for like the answers and thought I knew the whole answers and everything to life. And then that relationship taught me, no, everything I need to figure out and all the answers I'm looking for is within me. Like, it's actually inside here. Like, you just have to dig deep and like think about shit and question yourself and you know, just like do some soul searching. I feel like nobody self-reflects. That's what I learned as well. I learned I need to self-reflect. I learned I'm not perfect. And this relationship taught me I'm aware that I'm not perfect and I haven't cracked the code and I don't know shit and I don't know how to love myself, clearly. So yeah, I'm so grateful and thankful now that happened, because if that, like, everything, I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason, right? I think a lot of people are, but I think a lot of people say they are, but they're not really, because it's like, if something bad happens, then they're like, oh, why did this happen? Well, if everything happens for a reason, then you need to be thankful for that, even if it's terrible, even if it's bad and it makes you cry every day and you're traumatized from it and you've got PTSD from it, whatever it brings, you always need to be thankful. I think my mum taught me that, actually, and she gave me this book called Power and Praise, and it's this book about, I remember the first story was about a man who struggled his whole life with addiction and was on... he struggled his whole life with money and lost his whole life, and then struggled with addiction, and then got onto heroin, and then he was so down in the dumps and like lost his whole self, and then that addiction brought him to the church, and then he found God there, and then his life switched, and the story, there's a whole story about it, but his life did a 180. And he went to the church, and then the church said, explain everything, what's happened, and then he opened up about his addiction and how it led him there. And then then whoever he met told him, say your thanks for that, for your addiction then, because if you never went through that, and you never went through that addiction and hit the lowest point of your life, it would never have brought you here to want to move up and get on with your life and do better, you know. So he started thanking the world, God, for his addiction, blah blah blah, and then his life started changing. And I think that's just an example of how I view life a lot now. I think I've known it for a couple of years now. So I've always been very good at understanding that everything happens for a reason. Oh, pardon me. So obviously I'm still human, and when bad stuff happens, it still affects me. Like the day or when the breakup was a few months, you know, you can't help but go through that as a human. You've got to feel your emotions. You've got to go through that. But once you're done feeling, and you don't let it linger too long, you know, like once you can move past that and you get over it, then you have to tell yourself, okay, thank you. I'm grateful that happened, because you know what, something better is going to come from it, and I had to go through that to get me to here, to then get me here and get me here and up and up and up, you know. That's just how the life works, and it's a beautiful thing as well. Like, if everything just got handed to you and it was easy, like it doesn't make it as rewarding when you actually get there, you know. You've got to go through these things, otherwise you'll never learn. So yeah, I'm a really firm believer in everything happens for a reason. I've known that about myself for years. So then once I got over the breakup and kind of looked back on the relationship, I was like, okay, thank you so much this happened. I asked for a boyfriend when I wasn't ready for one, but it had to happen still to teach me the things I needed to learn to grow within myself. And then I did that, and then what happened? I learned, okay, well, fuck, if I can do that and I can grow from that and learn that, then there's so much more. I just need to focus on me, stop putting all my focus and power out to every other person, just bring it all into me, dig deep, look within, and then the outside starts changing. When you start focusing on yourself and not caring what other people think about you, or not just giving all your energy. Like, I started protecting my energy. I stopped going out as much. I cut off bad friends for me that they weren't bad, but just our friendship lost its sort of, you know, like, when you're friends with someone for so long, sometimes you're not meant to be friends with someone for forever, you know. Sometimes they're only meant to serve a certain period in your life, and that's okay, and that doesn't make them a bad person. Like, any friends that I've cut off, that doesn't make them bad, and that doesn't make me a bad person. That just means we no longer serve for each other in each other's lives, and our time is over. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that, and I can still look at all those people, and when I see them, I say hi to them, and I can still appreciate and love all of our memories we've had together. But that doesn't mean that you need to hold on to those people and keep them in your life. Because my next topic, I don't know how many topics I'm putting in this video, but I've got a lot. When you hold on to something that is no longer meant for you, or is troubling you, or causing you stress, or whatever, you are blocking your own blessings. You're blocking your own blessings because the universe has abundance. It has so much to offer every single one of you, But if you're clinging on, like, if you're clinging on to someone, like a relationship or a friendship or something that you just know, you know deep down it's not right. It's, because I felt like this as well. I always, you know deep down, you do know, but you just choose to ignore that inner voice that's telling you, like, you need to leave this person, you need to stop being friends with them, you need to break up with this boyfriend, you know? I know everyone feels that deep within, but they just ignore it because they're comfortable or it's easy or something. But by clinging onto those things, you aren't allowing the, like, blessings that is meant to be for you. You're blocking them out of your life because you have no space for them, because your life is filled with all the stuff you've clinged onto, all the negative stuff that's not meant for you. That's, yeah, it's not meant for you. And yeah. So by releasing those things, so once I broke up with my boyfriend, once I cut off people that weren't necessarily good for me anymore, not good for me actually, I feel like it was a mutual thing. Like, I felt like we weren't good for each other anymore, you know? I feel like we both could do better without, like if we stopped being friends and grow, and which we did, I believe. But yeah, so once I let go of all the things that I knew deep down in my heart, like, I just knew I loved those people so much, but I knew I had to let them go. Once I did that and I released that, my whole world changed. Like, my whole world did a 360. I finally was just like, you know what, just let go of anything that I need, like, let go of anything that no longer serves me. I did that. I started focusing on myself. I just like, okay, you know what, I'm not doing the best right now, I'm not feeling the best, but I'm gonna work out every... Oh, the max recordings limit just hit. Okay, fuck, I was just getting into it. I know what I was saying. So I was like, okay, I may not have everything figured out, but I'm just gonna control what I can control right now, since I've lost all the people I love, and I'm like alone and I don't know what to do. I can't control any of that, right? That's done. I knew I had to let go of those things to allow space in my life for blessings. Sorry. So I was like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? What can I control? I can go to the gym every single day and I can become the fittest girl I know. I can work harder than everyone else, and I can become the most richest girl I know. I can practice, like, I can read, I can write, I can journal, I can study books and study videos and books, you know? Those are all the things I can do and I can control, and that's what I can do to help myself and figure myself out more and dig deep within myself. Those are the things I can do and I can control. So what happened? I started doing those things. I started doing all the good things for me. I started having a routine. I started to do all the things I said I was going to do. So I got up every day when I said I was. I made my bed, brush my teeth, go to the gym, eat healthy, come home, make my own breakfast, eat healthy, do any work I needed to get done, and just focus on me and what I needed to do to get further in my life. I started doing all those things, and what happened? All these amazing people came into my life. First of all, I never had a consistent group of friends where they were all my, like, genuine friend of me, you know? I always just had the friendship I'm talking about that we split up. I was always just, like, best friends with her and kind of all of her friends. I didn't really ever have my own circle that was really mine. I did in high school, you know, but yeah, I don't know, I kind of lost that, and I guess I didn't really trust anyone, and I always felt like, even though I was friends with those friends, I knew that they didn't really fuck with me, and, you know, I felt off energy, so I felt like, you know, things were being, I wasn't being crazy or anything, but you can just sense when, like, people don't genuinely fuck with you and they're probably saying things behind your back, you know? I could feel that, I could sense that. So anyways, that's not what I'm talking about. So yeah, I never had a friendship group where I felt like, that I was obviously friends with all of them, good, genuine friends. I never had, like, so many friends and people in my life that I could trust and know that they're not gonna go behind my back and talk shit about me or backstab me or any of those things. I never experienced true friendship. I'm not gonna lie, I hate to say that for anyone. Oh, I did though. I feel like I did, but not, maybe when I was younger, but not as an adult. I did experience true friendship younger, growing up and stuff, but I always felt like, I did always feel like some negative energy towards me, you know? I've always been really sensitive to people's energies. And, you know, I would just always get little comments here and there with other friends. And then these friends that I have now, yeah, I've never felt so loved. I've never felt so able to be myself, like be my oh my god, I'm gonna get oh my god. Fuck, I don't know why I'm starting to cry. Ooh, that's so embarrassing. Oh fuck. Bruh, I did not expect to cry. Especially, I thought I would cry more talking about other stuff. I didn't think I was going to cry talking about that. Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. I don't want to post this now. What was I saying? Yeah, I feel like my childhood and growing up around the kinds of people I did grow up around, not necessarily my closest friends, but like other, you know, friends of friends or mutuals that you'd hang out with, I always kind of felt like everyone was sort of like I don't know how to explain it. Like, I felt like no one actually truly like liked me for me. Oh my gosh. So oh my gosh, I did not think I was gonna cry. So yeah, I just feel like all those years feeling like I couldn't be my full self because of little tiny comments I'd get here and there, like say I would like get up and do a little funny dance or something, because I'm just quite out there, I'm quite charismatic and, you know, I just like to make people laugh and stuff, and say I would get up and do a little funny dance, and then I would hear comments like, oh, never do that again, or don't do that, or I would make a funny face, and like I have like a very expressive face with crazy facials. People be like, oh, don't ever do that face. People be like, don't do that face again, oh, never do that again, you know. I remember hearing that so much that I think it hindered oh my god, I don't need to breathe. Yeah, I think it just hindered me being myself, like it just stopped me from that. I think for the past few years the past however long, since I was a young teen up until the past year, I feel like I haven't been able to be myself, and I was kind of lost, and now with this group of friends I can't talk anymore. Fuck. I feel like all those years of getting those comments, I kind of put myself in a shell and stopped being like my authentic self. I was still Sarah, I could still, you know, crack a joke and be funny and whatever, but I was still holding myself back because of people judging the way I look or move or act or anything. And then now all my friends now, they're just, I feel like each day I come out my shell. Oh my god, can't do this, man. Fuck. I feel like with my friends now, I'm just gonna try to say this without crying. I don't know. I hope they don't see this, because this is so embarrassing if they see this. I feel like with my friends now, like each day I come out my shell more and be who I truly fuck, I can't do this. Okay, sorry. I actually just had to cry. I had to cry a lot, and now I look crazy. And I'm not a cute crier. And my eyes go so puffy and red, and you can tell I've been crying. But I just had to cry because I've never actually said that, and I think I didn't even realize that until I started talking, and it just sort of started coming out. That's the truth. That is the truth, and I think it felt so real when I just said it, just that I never said it before to myself or anyone. So yeah, it was real talk, and then it just hit home, and I started crying. But yeah, man, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I let go of all the things. I'm not gonna say bad necessarily, not bad at all actually. I just let go of the things that was no longer right for me in my life, that was no longer serving me, and I just focused on myself. And then what happened? I got blessed with all the most amazing people that helped me, like encourage me each and every day to be myself and be who I really am, like not hold anything back, and not afraid to, you know, make a funny face or get up and do a funny dance, you know, like, because that's me, like that's who I am. I'm just like a goofy sort of funny, I just want to make people laugh, make people smile. And yeah, all the people in my life, I feel like I can trust them 100%. Like, I feel like they genuinely love me for me, and they're not going to go talk bad about me behind my back and be fake towards me. So I'm really grateful for them, and they wouldn't have come into my life if I didn't you know, go through all the things that I went through, you know. It's like, that's why I look back on everything, even all the fuck shit I went through with my ex, all the nights crying, all the times feeling insecure, like friends talking shit behind my back. I went through all of that to get to where I am today. So I have to be I look back on all of that and I say thank you so much for every negative. I especially thank for the negative stuff. Of course, thanks for the positive stuff, but it's far more important to thank the world for the negative things, because the negative things shape you and teach you and shape you into the person you're meant to be. So I'm grateful for everything in my life, and I 100% like believe in my heart everything happens for a reason. When things can't happen to me now and it makes me a bit upset or something, just whatever situation, and I feel a bit down that day, I can feel that, and that's fine. Like, I'm human, I can feel that. But as soon as I wake up the next morning, okay, done. I'm not gonna, oh shit, my camera's gonna die. Okay, I'm just gonna wrap up the video. Yeah, I'd say, okay, I just think the next day, okay, that happened as it's meant to. It's gonna serve me, it's gonna give me a higher purpose later on. So I'm grateful. Thank you, this happened. I feel like I can't talk properly because the battery lights flashing, and it's scaring me that it's gonna die soon. So yeah, I'm just gonna wrap up the video here. I love you guys, thanks for watching if you've made it to the end. And yeah, let me know if you like this. Comment below what video you want to see next. I just realized the whole time I was looking at the screen and not down there. So next time I'm going to look into the camera lens, and yeah, comment below what video you want me to see next, or if I touch something in this video and you want me to dig deeper into it. Sorry. I can 100% do that. Yeah, I feel like there's some things I just scratched the surface on in this video that I could dive a lot deeper into. So yeah, let me know what you guys want me to do next or talk about next. But yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for listening. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.